Hello, how are you, my Patreon members? Welcome back to another Patreon exclusive video. Guys, today we are gonna be making some junk journals. I made these extra junky junk journals. It's from my shop. I made them last week, and it's not a new item or anything like that. I've been making this for a while. It's one of the most popular journal items from my shop, and I just decided to film the whole process because I know that I've done this before, but still it's fun for anybody to watch the papers and how papers are being becoming journals and stuff like that. So because I like seeing something like that, I thought that you guys may enjoy something like this. And also I have new Patreon members recently, so maybe they haven't seen anything like this from my Patreon page before. So that's what I was doing, and I want to briefly talk about these journals. So these extra junky junk journal items from my shop, they are different from the neutral toned junk journal items because these these journals include more smaller and colorful papers. First of all, the cardstock that I use as cover, for the regular ones, it's just the craft cardstock, but for these journals, I just use whatever cardstock I have available. I've been using my scrapbook paper cardstock that I haven't been really using for myself, so I use those a lot to create these covers. And another difference is that the papers that's used inside, they are more colorful and they are smaller. Like rather than having the full pages, they're a little smaller, and they are not as like maybe aesthetically pleasing to look at, but they are still good papers, and I still carefully choose all the paper that I use for the pages. And I decided to design something like this a long time ago for anybody who just needs a little more affordable junk journal insert option, because I know that sometimes junk journal inserts can get really expensive, and sometimes you can really find the fancy ones, but it's not easy to find the real simple and just cheap ones. So I just wanted to make a real basic junk journal for those who don't really want to invest in expensive ones. And also, if anybody is trying out a new journaling style for the first time, I thought that maybe they wouldn't want to invest a whole lot. So that's the ideas and the details behind these journals. So I made 4 of them that day, and I'm not gonna lie, I made a mistake on one of them, so that's not gonna be available for sale. I usually don't make mistakes so much, but this time I did. And yeah, out of like 3 out of 4 are only the good ones. And I spent a lot of time picking out all the paper, cutting, folding, and everything. But I probably think the hardest, or spend the most time making sure all the pages they look good with each other if they are next to each other. And so like when I make journals and when I put together all the papers, there are some things that I consider all the time. So the basic things are like the sizes of the paper, the colors, the textures, the thickness, or the contents of the paper. So I make sure that in every journal that I make, unless there's like a specific theme, I make sure that everything is in there. And also, if there are blank pages and busy pages both, I make sure that when I make the journal, it's not like busy page one after another like that. I always make sure there's like one blank page and one busy page and one blank and one busy. That's what I always think about whenever I make any kind of journal. When I put all this paper together like this right now, I do check everything looks good and everything is fine, everything, but I still check for the last time, I guess right before the binding part. So here I got all my binding tools. It's a phone book, some scissors, and the whole tool thingy. The one that I use for the whole I don't know what it's called. It's like all or something. Yeah, I have that, and I have that cardstock template that I use to mark the holes in the nice positions. And this thread that I bought a long time ago, like really randomly. So I feel like what's really important is to make sure that you put the paper clip or binder clip at the right spot to make sure that the papers or the pages don't move while you're binding. And I am just doing my 5-hole binding. It's super easy. It's just what I always do for most of my journal items for the shop or just for any journals. Recently I've been practicing how should I say, yeah, recently I've been practicing the sewing the spine with the sewing machine. It's kind of difficult, but I am working on it, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, again, you are just seeing the same thing over and over. Like I am just getting the thread ready and getting the book ready and poke the holes, and then just keep binding. Guys, as you can see right now, I am just struggling a lot to make sure everything looks good. Sometimes, I don't know, like it just takes a long time to make sure that all the pages look good with each other. And whenever I'm working on like this exact process, I think about the person who are gonna be actually using the journal. I don't know who that is, but I just think that whoever uses this journal would like appreciate that I put the pages this way and with this design and stuff. I feel like it's just my hopeful or happy thinking as a journal maker. So it's just something I think about every time I make something for the shop or you guys or anybody else. Yeah, it's just now the rest of the video is just me binding a little bit and I show you the final result. And guys, this is the final looks. I hope that you enjoyed watching the process, and let me know if you have any question. I'll try to help you out in the comment. And yeah, have a good day, and I will talk to you in my next video very soon. All right, bye.